It is an iconic brand. It goes back generations. But can a new Land Rover designed as more of a compact SUV stand up to the test in its reputation? Our favorite auto expert and the car coach, automotive analyst Lauren Fix, took the new Land Rover model to an all-terrain test drive event in Iceland. Lauren joining us now. That was you behind the wheel of the car, right?
Yes, it was, and it was an amazing experience.
Let me just ask in general about what it was like, because the Land Rover, I used to do anthropology. That's what I got my degree in, for all the good that it did me. But every anthropologist who's about to go out in the field says, get me a Land Rover. However, this one is more of a family car. Does it still hold up to that test that anthropologists look for when they were going to Africa and Asia and stuff?
Right, actually it's third row seating and they're electronics. You can fold the seats down power-wise. So it's got
but is it still a Land Rover?
Yes, it actually is. We drove on feet of snow and ice and constant changing conditions, and this vehicle performed with snow tires. As you can see, you name it, sheer ice. I'm talking about ice where you'd say, you know, I'm not going to take my vehicle, but compared to its competition, it really performed. In deep water, we were in 2 feet deep water. We were on the edge of a volcano, and with 5 hours of sunlight, you really have to rely on that vehicle being at its utmost.
How high did this water go? It looks
like
2
feet of water. And
2 feet of water.
Yeah, and actually it was a blast doing it because it's sort of scary the first time. But
how do you keep the water out of the engine itself?
Well, that's a key thing. Land Rover has something that the other brands don't have. They literally seal out the water. So you're not like driving on water on a roadway, where if this were some of the other competitors, you might have water entering the vehicle. Land Rover is designed for this. And you can see this is designed for off-road. They have hill descent. And this was just in the regular snow mode. We didn't put it in a special mode. You just know to take it slow. You get the front wheels in, the rear wheels, and you drive directly across the water.
That, by the way, is not you, but you did what this driver's doing.
Yes, we did.
Okay, and so in other words, it won't stall out.
Actually, that's my driving partner, Paul Bryan.
Oh, okay, all right,
from
good
Chicago.
for him.
But yeah, actually, it did not stall out because these vehicles are designed for. You look at the undercarriage and it's completely covered. I have to say, this vehicle performed in deep snow, and I'm talking deep snow, 10 feet deep. We couldn't believe the off-road capabilities. It's still a mountain goat. It's still a crossover.
Well, you did inclines, too. You did some driving on the side of a cliff, right?
On a volcano. It was wild. Wow. We drove to the top of a volcano.
Wow. How steep an incline can it take?
Oh, it can go, you know, 45 degrees. It has the ability to think of a mountain goat. If any Land Rover can do it, this can. We had defenders leading the path, and we followed each other nose to tail to prove that it could be done. And I was very impressed with the vehicle. It starts at $37,000.
Well, that's an interesting point. The price point of this is much less than a Mercedes. It's about, I guess, what you would pay for an Audi, right?
Right. It compares directly with an Audi Q5. Maybe a GLK Mercedes or an X3 BMW. They even compared the interior of the car to a Kia Sorento, and I went, wow, that says a lot for Kia, but it also says a lot for Land Rover because they've really stepped up their game.
Now, some people say that Land Rovers have a reputation of breaking down. In fact, I was at my producer asked me about that. Did they still have that reputation?
No, that was then. This is now. J.D. Power results have shown them at top rated as far as customer service.
And part of it is because Tata took over.
Right.
Tata from India.
But they put a ton of money into the brand. Look what they've done with Jaguar, with the F-Type, and all-wheel drive, and now diesel. So in 2 years, we'll see diesel coming in for this particular vehicle, because that's one of the things that I'm a big fan of. And
so that's a negative. Right now, they don't have a diesel version.
It's coming, but I couldn't really think of too many negatives. It had more storage than any other vehicle in the class. It had a 2-liter turbo engine with a 9-speed automatic transmission. It was pretty impressive.
Not bad. Lauren Fix, what fun.
It was a blast.
Terrific.